She vanished 9 months ago today, and tonight we retrace her last known steps as her family continues to search for answers.
41 Action News reporter Sarah Blake takes us through the night she suddenly vanished. Sarah.
This is a search warrant we got from the Clay County Circuit Clerk. In it, police request access to Desirea Ferris's email and her accounts. Her family tells me their timeline of what happened matches up with the narratives inside, but they just need that one person to come forward and tell them where she's at.
What are you telling on me for?
It's going to be like 278 days.
Tap out.
From the last time that I got to see her.
The words are excruciating for a mother to say. Instead of holding her youngest child, Desirea Ferris, Patty Tam holds this necklace close to her heart instead.
It has Desiree's name and birthstone on it.
Ferris went missing May 2nd of 2017. She'll be 19 years old, February 11th.
I don't want details. I just want to know where my daughter is. I want her home.
All my work that I do on the case is done here. Constantly out, driving, searching areas.
Spike is a family friend and has spent months tracing Ferris's steps before she vanished. Now he's matching up his information with these court records, revealing more details told to Liberty investigators straight from the people who saw the teen last.
She was too trustworthy of people.
While Liberty police have not named these two men as suspects, they were two of the last people allegedly seen with Ferris. According to these records, Robert Jason Keegan, who is now in federal prison on unrelated drug and weapons charges, picked Ferris and her sister up from their Liberty home in a white pickup truck May 1st around 4 a.m. Based on Ferris's phone ping Spike obtained from the family, the three visited different locations and abandoned houses throughout the morning. The records show Keegan dropped the girls off at this McDonald's on 31st and Van Brunt around 4:30 p.m., where the other man named Mark Arzola picked them up and drove them to this McDonald's in Liberty.
Probably within hours of leaving here, she realized what situation she had herself in and knew she wasn't going to make it home.
Records show Ferris's sister got out of the car, but Ferris stayed and left with Arzola, who is now in Cass County Jail for violating his probation and resisting arrest. From the Liberty McDonald's, Arzola told police he and Ferris went back to his house off Highland in South Kansas City, a place her family has gone to several times demanding answers. Arzola told police Ferris left his house around 1:30 a.m. May 2nd, that a white truck pulled up, Ferris got in and left. But investigators found out Keegan and Ferris exchanged 23 texts late that night, leading investigators to believe Keegan may have picked her up from Arzola's residence.
We got into her Facebook. She was messaging with Keegan. She kept saying, "I'm tired, I want to go home."
Records show Ferris texted her sister around 1 a.m. saying she was coming home, with her last text reading okay at 3 a.m. Ferris's last cell phone ping was at this abandoned house off 83rd and Hillcrest at 4:11 a.m. May 2nd, when phone records say all phone activity stopped. Again, Liberty police have not named any suspects, but say they've received hundreds of tips.
We continue to believe that the key to this case lies in people and places in South Kansas City.
Until they find a key that fits, Patty urges those who know where Ferris is to speak up so she can bring her baby girl home.
Her story is going to save probably a lot of young girls in her that are in her situation, and that's going to be the only good thing that comes out of this. Is she was always out to help somebody.
Now, Liberty police wouldn't tell us what information this search warrant returned because it's an ongoing investigation. But anybody who knows what happened to Desirea Ferris can call in a tip anonymously. In Liberty, I'm Sarah Blake, 41 Action News.